What's up, beautiful souls? It's Y311H here, and today we are diving deep into the realms of mystery, love, and honesty. So buckle up, my friends, because we are about to embark on an extraordinary journey. Our world is filled with wonders beyond comprehension. Look up at the sky and you may just catch a glimpse of the extraordinary. Like this diamond-shaped UFOs guarding what appears to be fire chariots dancing among the stars. It's moments like this that remind us of the boundless mysteries surrounding us.
Check that out, guys. Incredible footage of a UFO in Tijuana, Mexico. Incredible capture. The person says that this thing literally flew over the wooded area where their ranch is at, and that they could see fire around the craft. They also said that the craft that were flying around the fire were protecting it, as if it was a separate ship. Whatever this thing is, it's incredible footage, guys.
But amidst these mysteries, there's one thing that remains constant: the power of honesty. It's the foundation upon which trust is built, and without it, we are lost in a sea of doubt and confusion. Let's delve into the essence of our being. What makes us who we are? Is it our soul, our spirit, or perhaps a combination of both? Join me as we explore the depths of our existence and uncover the truth that lie within.
It honestly blows my mind how nobody is talking about this. Watch this video. I guarantee you it will change your whole entire perspective on life.
What's the difference between a soul and a spirit? So, just for namesake purposes, right? Don't get caught up in the semantics of it. But if we have universal consciousness breaks itself off into a smaller version of itself called spirit. Spirit then individualizes itself called the soul. Soul then lives out its existence in this thing called the body. So here's the analogy I give you. We have the ocean, that's universal consciousness. I can take a cup of water and scoop out a cup of water from the ocean. That would be the spirit, that's the water. But then I dye the color of the water red, that's the soul. We're personalizing, individualizing the spirit. And the cup was the body. Most people think that they are their body, or they think they are the red coloring. No, you are actually that big ocean up there that has changed itself into this different form. This is why we're on a journey to recognize that we were all the one thing. We were all it. You were not these other versions of it. There was no separation. This is what the ego has created. So the soul, the spirit uses the soul, which then uses the body.
This rat is perfectly healthy. Put him in a vat of water and he finds his way to safety every time.
5.2.
Now, look at this guy. What he's been eating is the equivalent of a North American diet, complete with all the fats and sugars we regularly consume. He doesn't know where to go. His brain has been damaged.
These rats were totally normal, and then they turned into demented animals. They don't remember their learning after even a day. And as the challenge gets harder and harder, they fail more and more, just like a human with Alzheimer's disease.
36.2.
In this lab, the belief now is that Alzheimer's is really diabetes of the brain, linked to insulin levels, which can be affected by too much sugar.
Oh man, you mean sugar is that harmful to our bodies? Eh? Oh, look at that! What was that stuff that was captured, man? It looks scary. Then there's this. Oh, what looks like the Great Atlantica. You see? And now look at this answer also. This one looks intelligent. Back in 1990, 2024, look at the comparison. Looks like there's a lot of ice there that is missing. Where did it go? Or is the one that people are putting drinks? Oh, or how does it happen? This one is quite surprising. Oh my god. My friends, look at this one. Some crazy hole there in Antarctica. Oh, this is unbelievable. This good vibes guy here believes that it is the ice wall. At Great Antarctica is allegedly the great ice wall that surrounds the continent. You see? But you leave your thoughts on it. every humans are allowed to have different thoughts, you see? And that's the beauty of humanity. But in the long run, we are all one. Good vibes Earthlings, you see? Hit the like button and help us in spreading love across the whole world, you see? It doesn't matter the shape. You can still reach love to the corners.
Do you want something that's really cool? Right now I have this piece of glass completing a circuit, which is why the light bulb is not lighting up. But what if I were to tell you there's a way we can convince glass to start conducting electricity? So as I heat the glass up with my blowtorch, I'm actually heating the glass to a point that I'm breaking some ionic bonds. And that's allowing ions to become free to become charge carriers. And that's the name of the game when it comes to conducting current. You need something that's a charge carrier that's going to conduct the current. And you can also see here that when the glass cools, when the torch stops, that the bulb eventually goes out, the torch comes back on, and the bulb starts lighting up again. Physics is pretty fun.
Oh, and this science stuff, they are always very interesting. Ha! What is this thing? Look at this creature here, oh my good friends of Earth. What are these things here? Look at this. This is unbelievable stuff. Ha! Oh my god. Now how can you explain this stuff? Oh, look at this guy here in his wardrobe. He saw what looks like an eye. Hi. Who is that behind his wardrobe? Oh, this is just some guys playing tricks. You see? That's why we really need to embrace honesty. And look at that stuff there. Looks like some flying giant mosquito. And this real stuff or is CGI, you good friends of ours. You see? Hey, just like this cat here that... Oh, is this a skinwalker or is this a cat? Look at this. You mean cats can do this? I have never seen cats normally do this, you see? And then there's this animal, sea animal, water animal. Now what is this, man? Looks like some hybrid of a croc and a crab. Oh, only that is unbelievable.
Scientists have discovered an ocean 700 kilometers below the Earth's surface and 3 times bigger than all the oceans on Earth combined. This hidden ocean is deep within the Earth's mantle and has made scientists rethink where we get our surface water altogether. A massive underwater hole has also been discovered off of the coast of Mexico, and as of right now, experts know that it is at least 1,300 feet deep, but they have not yet hit the bottom. Scientists have even referred to this hole as a portal, leading many to come up with strange theories or believe that this hole leads somewhere further than people may think. Now this reminds me of the Bible verse in Genesis where it talks about God setting the firmament to separate the waters above from the waters below. If you were able to get to the bottom of the ocean, there will probably be a barrier, and beyond this barrier would be even more water. Others have been bringing up the inner or Middle Earth theory again, believing that some of these ocean holes may lead to different parts of our world deep within that we don't even know exists. Now obviously that's just a theory, but I have to admit that there's been some really strange anomalies going on with our oceans in the last couple of years. Just to give a couple examples, huge red lights were photographed in the Pacific Ocean last year, and the ocean anomaly coming from Antarctica that we were initially told was a glitch is now back and even changing shapes.
Oh my god, what is going on in this world, good people? Hey, this good vibes host here understands love and sharing, you see? And he shares his food with the pigeon they are around. Oh, this is very interesting. This is a host that loves the pigeon around or those around itself like the way it loves itself, you see? And it's good vibes. It's always what we are preaching here. Loving your neighbor like you love yourself. Caring for your neighbor like you do for yourself, you see? Just like this good vibes dog here who saw another one was stuck in the water and decided to go and get them. Oh, this is interesting. Good vibes. These animals are full of good vibes and wonder and love, and even humans were also made like that. You see, if only we all accepted to be used by God and spreading love and good vibes and honesty, forgiveness, then this world could be a magnificent place and everybody could enjoy living in it. You see, because your neighbor could just be loving you the way you love yourself. So it could just be like your neighbor is yourself. You see, it's good vibes. Oh, things humans were never meant to see. What? Did you see those guys' hats? Oh my god. Are this real stuff good Earthlings? Look at these ones. Hey, Ghost Coast on camera in a haunted cemetery where this good vibes guy went to take a drive. Oh, this is scary. My friends, Who takes a drive in the haunted cemetery unless they work there? Hey, this is crazy stuff. Or what can you say? Or maybe these good vibes guys had just gone there to explore. Because now, my God, this is unbelievable stuff. Oh, looks like there's something there. Then there's not. These are crazy stuff, man. Whoa, look at this. This guy looks like he was visited by one of those anomalies that look like ghosts. Or what is that thing? Look at. Or this guy has put a mask there.
So this famous YouTube pastor Vlad made this post on YouTube the other day before he took it down hours later. Luckily I have a screenshot. Evidence that the earth is round and not flat. This guy has about 1.5 million followers and a large megachurch. Now I'm not here to attack him, but I just want to show you guys how false this actually is. So he's providing his quote-unquote evidence here that the earth is round and not flat. Here's point number 1. We have pictures of earth from space, he claims. Alright, so if you did a little bit of digging, we know that the most famous picture of the quote-unquote earth is the blue marble. So the blue marble is claimed to be a photograph of earth taken on December 7th, 1972 from 18,000 miles from the planet's surface. But if you go to NASA.gov, you type in Robert Simon aka Mr. Blue Marble, they will tell you how they created this CGI photo. Just like they create the rest of them. So first off, they start off by telling you they actually get these photographs from low Earth orbit. And this is from NASA's website, by the way, the people that you're supposed to be trusting. The hard part was creating a flat map of the Earth's surface with 4 months of satellite data. So this wasn't a photo, this was 4 months of satellite data of the Earth's surface from low Earth orbit. Then we wrapped the flat map around a ball. That ball became the famous blue marble. So how are we going to trust them when they say this is a photograph, right? The blue marble is a photograph taken from 18,000 miles away. But then we have NASA's website telling us that it's a flat map that they created with 4 months of low orbit satellite data and then wrapped around a ball. His next point goes on to say, the reason why New York and London have different times is because when it's daytime in one place, it's nighttime in the other. That happens because the earth is round, not flat. Now this one is easily debunked in the scriptures. Hath he set a tabernacle for the sun, which is as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber, and rejoiceth as a strong man to run a race. His going forth is from the end of the heaven, and his circuit unto the ends of it. And there is nothing hid from the heat thereof. Right, so the Most High let us know that the sun moves in a circuit, like a strong man to run a race. Right, you run races on a circular track. This is why we have daytime and nighttime. Because the sun is just a great light, right? God made 2 great lights, and God set them in the firmament of the heaven. Right, the sun and the moon are local. There is no such thing as outer space. This is a big old fairy tale. Here's his next point. Gravity pulls everything toward the center, making planets naturally form into round shapes, not flat ones. This is a fundamental law of physics. Okay, so he just claimed that gravity is a law. Gravity is actually still a theory. Gravity's never been proven. It's not a law. The reason that things drop, it's not due to some magical force. It is due to that pen being more dense than the air that I just set it in. There's no such thing as gravity. It's a theory. We go by real science, not made up theories. And then once again, he said astronauts in space have taken many pictures of the Earth, clearly showing it's round like a ball. Well, we already debunked that one. Satellites and space stations orbit around the Earth because it's round. If it were flat, they couldn't go all the way around. Satellites are not orbiting the Earth. They are sitting at a high altitude on balloons. What you're seeing here is the quote-unquote Chinese spy balloon that we had in 2023. All this was one of their satellites that drifted too low out of the ether. Alright, NASA is actually the largest helium consumer in the world. You can look up Project Echo. Project Echo was the first passive communications satellite, right? It's just a massive balloon. Look at that. This is how they keep most of them up there. So I just challenge you guys to actually do your research before you listen to people who are just programmed and conditioned by their own beliefs. Right? The scriptures say, let God be true, but every man a liar. Right? The scriptures say, fear before him all the earth. The world also shall be stable, that it be not moved. The Lord reigneth, he is clothed with majesty. The Lord is clothed with strength, wherewith he hath girded himself. The world also shall be established, that it cannot be moved. NASA in Hebrew means to deceive. The scriptures say that the earth cannot be moved. We are not a floating ball in space. We are at the center of the Most High's creation. Don't forget to like and follow, be tapped in with the truth, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Yo, good vibes out the way, man. Much love.
There are some people who are going to see this picture and know exactly. They're going to be like, oh, I know what this video is about to be about. And there are some people who are going to be like, why am I looking at a dot or a deformed dot on someone's arm? For those of you who know what this is, stick with me. For those of you who don't know what this is, stick with me. If you have this and you know what this is, you probably speak another language. You speak a foreign language and you had to get this. Now, there are some people who do speak a foreign language and don't have this, probably because you were born here or you probably came here illegally. But I have so many questions about this. First of all, for those of you who have this mark, I'm gonna say it in Creole, this Peeky. Do you remember getting it? How did it feel? Why the hell is it so big? Like I've seen some that, you know, took up a good piece of space, but some are not as big as others. Why is the mark so prevalent? Like, why didn't it heal correctly? Is that how it's supposed to heal? Like, I've had Peekys before and it goes in and it's like done. This looks like a stamp. Everybody from the islands, everybody from any diaspora, if you are from another country and you waltzed into the United States of America, they stamped you with this. Lord knows what they were putting in your body. I want to know, do y'all even remember getting this thing? Because most people that I asked was like, I was a baby, I don't remember. Would you get a tattoo over that? It looks like a belly button on an arm. And if you were born here, quote unquote, and you have this, talk to your parents. You probably were adopted. For those of you who have this, I want to know, did it hurt? What did it feel like? What's your story? Because I do speak another language, although I was born here, so I don't have that. Kind of jealous, might just get a tattoo of one. If you got this Peeky Mark, comment down below. I want to hear about it.
Oh, what does it mean? We all have it here, you see?
Are you wondering why I'm reading the bottle of this plastic? You can see here it says number 2. We'll tell you now the secret code, what the numbers on your plastic actually means. It's extremely important because depending on the number, this is the type of chemicals that are leaching into your food, and there are 3 that you always have to avoid. The first one is number 3, which is PVC, which always contains phthalates, and these phthalates are hormone or endocrine disruptors. The next one is number 6, which is polysterenes, which are known carcinogens or which are causing cancers. Never eat. And number 7 is polycarbons, and we don't even know what they are. No safety research. Share this video so other people wake up and follow for more.
Ah, it's good vibes. Oh, look at this cat. Hey, this cat understands the drill and knows how things work around here. Ah, these animals are very intelligent and full of good vibes, you see? Aha, it knows how they do it with this baby here. Ah, see, it's good vibes. Oh, these animals are wonderful, my friends, you see? They're always full of good vibes, full of love, and it's just fantastic. We should always treat them nicely with love and caring, you see? Oh, this one has mastered how that seat moves, and it's just incredible. It's good vibes. Oh, just like this man here who skips some rope with his dogs, and it's just fantastic. Oh, look at the cooperation between all of them. Oh, this is fantastic. They must have trained this for quite some time, you see? They seem pretty excited to be with that guy.
You're living on a globe and there isn't an impenetrable barrier above your head? That's cute. That's cute. But I'm here to tell you, it's time to grow up, Peter Pan. Today I want to give you some pretty good evidence that there is a dome above your head, and I want to talk to you about a little something called Operation Fishbowl that was done by your United States government. You see, in 1962, the United States government was sending up high-altitude nuclear tests. Well, I don't really believe in nuclear for entertainment purposes, not even serious. But if you like this post and post like it, go check out, I've got a whole bunch of gear that's kind of related to Flat Earth in my different posts. fitisflatearther.com. Check it out. Have a good day.
Oh man, you're all loud. Please leave your thoughts, wonderful souls.
So the dots are connecting. we all know that what we saw on April 8th was not the moon eclipsing the sun. And we're all pondering, what exactly is it? I just did a video and I released it, my last video, in regards to the CERN being the modern day Tower of Babel. If you have not seen it, go back and watch it, and it'll tie in to this video. So after I had posted that video, I was thinking to myself, I said, what in the world could that have been? And so I asked myself, I said, Now, when I'm talking to myself and when I'm speaking to myself, I'm in the spirit. I'm actually speaking to Holy Spirit. And I said, what exactly was that? And then a thought came to my head. Can a hologram block light? And I thought about the blue beam. So I did a research. I mean, I went on and I put in a search, and that's all I asked. Can a hologram block out light? What this search showed me blew me away, and I need you to hear me in the spirit. I'm going to play a clip from a movie that this search showed me. And the movie is by the Star Wars sequels. And this is The Force Awakens. And so this one is number 7 in the Star Wars series. But in this, there's a character called Snoke. I think it's Snook, S-N-O-K. His image is of a hologram, and he's 3D. And so it says the image made of light, which he depicted, blocks another light source opaquely. So when I opened the video and I looked at it, and it was referencing how you can see the light source coming from the back of his head, and how he, being a hologram, can block out the light source. But when I played the video, it left a message, and I'm going to give you the clip right here. But I need to break a couple things down for you in regards to the fact that these individuals have always been letting us know what's going on somewhere, because the enemy has to. But anyway, when you break down the names of the characters in the sequels of the Star Wars, get it? So Jedi is Yeti. And it says Yeti in Hebrew, because it drops the J and adds the Y, means beloved of Yah. It said God, but I said Yah. Then in Strong's, it says an Israelite. Okay? So Luke Skywalker. Luke means light giving and bearing light. Then I broke down Han Solo's name. And I'm breaking these down in Hebrew or either in Strong's. And Han's, H-A-M, means gift from Yah. Of course, Solo means alone. So this particular movie came out 30 years after the return of the Jedi, which is Jedi, the return of the beloved one. So listen to this. Listen very carefully with your spiritual ears in the dialogue. So the scene opens where the clip is in pure darkness and a spherical object, and when you see it, you'll know the spherical object is in this clip. And the character Snoke says the droid will soon be delivered to the resistance. Droid actually means something of appearance of resembling human. And he then says, leading them to the last Jedi, leading them to the last beloved one, or Israelite. And then he says, he's talking to someone in front of him, and he says, if Skywalker returns, the new Jedi will rise. So listen very carefully while you're watching this clip, and let it soak into your spirit. That was Blue Beam that we saw on April 8th.
The droid will soon be delivered to the Resistance, leading them to the last Jedi. If Skywalker returns, the new Jedi will rise.
Supreme Leader, I take full responsibility.
General! Our strategy must now change.
The weapon, it is ready. I believe the time has come to use it. We shall destroy the government that supports the Resistance, the Republic. Without their friends to protect them, the Resistance will be vulnerable, and we will stop them before they reach Skywalker.
Go. Oversee preparations.
Yes, Supreme Leader.
There's been an awakening. Have you felt it? Yes. There's something more. The droid we seek is aboard the Millennium Falcon, in the hands of your father, Han Solo.
He means nothing to me.
Even you, Master of the Knights of Ren, have never faced such a test.
By the grace of your training, I will not be seduced.
We shall see. We shall see.
So seated on that throne was depicted as the enemy himself. The enemy was speaking about the droid, which is the Antichrist, that will be delivered to the Resistance, which is us. And it talked about them being awakened. Can you feel it? But the enemy was blocking out the sun, and the enemy was showing that he was actually a hologram. So I asked that question: can a hologram block out light? So if you understand the whole scenario, the light of the world is here, and the enemy is trying to darken that light by blocking out the sun. So in that clip, you saw that the hologram was in front of the light source over his head, and it showed a little bit. You see, they tell us their plans. They put it out there in plain sight. But the key is the people of the Most High are being awakened to their spirit now, which was sleeping, which was dormant, which was basically dead from the garden, from disobedience. So do understand that the time that we are in now, everyone is starting to wake up, at least those who carry the spirit of the Most High. Those who have the Ruach will be able to see the plans of the enemy. And this is a high spiritual warfare time. So I praise Mother Holy Spirit for the wisdom that she has been downloading to me. And I hope and pray that more of my brothers and sisters will be awakened to their true spiritual nature, which is much higher than this carnal body. Y'all take care, be blessed, and stay in prayer. Don't let up. As time moves on, as more calamities happen, as things start to come into play, the next eclipse will not be a counterfeit like the last one. That's all I have to say about that right now. But y'all take care. I love y'all. Bye.